How's it going, everyone? I hope you're all doing well. So, um, now that Vegan Gains is back, uh, I've been curious as to what he's been up to, what he's been posting, how his, channel and his videos are going to be different, now that he's been aware of. Honestly, I actually don't remember what he said he was, what he got 2 strikes for, because I know that it wasn't the John Meadows drama. I think he said it might have been false copyright notices. So, still, since then, I was curious as to what he would have done to. I was curious what he would have done, or what he was going to do differently, now that he is doing. Yeah, now that he's posting again regularly. And, continuing, or one thing that hasn't changed, I should say, is that Vegan Gains is going after. Yeah, one of his common targets is Greg Doucette, and that's fine. Being you know, having a common target. I don't even know if I should call it that because I don't know how else I would describe it. Um, Still though, I don't take issue because that's common for YouTube channels. Sinatra's common target is uh, Sinatra's common target is Amberlyn Reed. Uh, Ranting Monkey's common target is Philip DeFranco, and mine for a while was a dose of Buckley, and it's also been actual Jake. Uh, oh, I just noticed that Nick Ricada's stream is now subscribers only. Oh, I see. So yeah, he's in my recommended all the time. I'm just not. Uh, I just noticed it's subscriber. Oh, you're talking. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I just noticed it's subscribers only. Yeah, I didn't know that YouTube allowed that. Uh, is Nico here? I don't know if he's on StreamYard. In the meantime, I could probably check how I could do my settings. This isn't gonna. Uh, yeah. Um, yeah. Is this gonna exit? Oh, it doesn't exit. So, general camera, audio, green screen. Uh, so yeah. Oh, that's odd. Um, Alright, I'm working on StreamYard. It's really up to you. Um, so yeah, figuring out StreamYard. It's been almost 5 minutes and I haven't even gotten to the actual topic of the video or the reason I wanted to do these live streams in the first place. So, yeah, probably shouldn't have titled this the same thing. Uh, uh, plus, so here's the video. As you could tell, um, it has a lot of dislikes compared to likes. Yeah, I could consider this getting ratioed. Um, just be, yeah, it basically is. It's about half and half. Just about. It doesn't give the actual number. Oh, it does. So it's 1,304 likes compared to 1,262 dislikes. So that's 40-ish likes more than disliking. This still counts as ratio though. Hi, Keeve. Yeah, that's probably what vegan games would call him. Because Greg Doucette is one of vegan games' common targets. Earlier, or a few minutes ago, I should say, I said that yeah, I compared it to how Sinatra talks about Amberlin Reed, Monkey talks about Phil DeFranco, I talk about Adosa Buckley, and as of recently, Actual Jake. um, um, alright, Keeve sent me something, and I don't know if I'll get to this at the end of the stream, or if I could just do this on a different. Maybe I could just do that instead. Uh, yeah, maybe I could do it on a different stream. Alright, so, yeah, let's just get to the video. It's been nearly 7 minutes and I haven't, oh yeah, I should probably post this in the chat. Uh, Original video. There we go. So,
Hi everyone,
see what Vegan
and
Games has
welcome
been
to
up
another
to.
episode of
Episode.
Oh
Oh
No.
no.
And
That's a
today
weird
we're going to be
title for
talking
a
about
show.
Greg Doucette. Greg
Yeah,
on
that's a
his
weird title for
Instagram
a.
made a series of not
That's a
well
weird title.
thought
Oh,
out
that's Sanders and the
anti-vax posts complaining about
anti-vax.
how you're forced to get
Alright, I just wanna, uh, I'll just
on
replay it.
his Instagram made a
Instagram
series
series of
of not well
not
thought
well
out
thought
anti-vax posts
anti-vax posts.
complaining.
So, right off the bat, Vegan Gains says this is anti-vax. Or, yeah, that's just, um, yeah, right off the bat, Vegan Gains, declares, Greg's stance to be anti-vax. I guess that's fine too, actually, now that I'm, saying that it's right off the bat, because that's really common for, uh, a lot of channels. Because, for example, a left-wing YouTuber, if they're talking about someone they're doing a video response to, they'd say, "Oh, this sexist, this racist, this homophobe, this transphobe, whatever," and a conservative would say, "This uh, socialist, communist, progressive." Yeah, um, I don't know. Even actual Jake's streams would say, uh, "Boomer, reactionary, grifter, chud," and a dose of Buckley, it's goober. um, so yeah, it's not that uncommon. It's just specifically going by the new definition of anti-vax. I just know that it's yeah. I have a hard time believing Greg Doucette is an anti-vax just because of the label itself. How Vegan Gains isn't a liberal, by the way. How liberals changed anti-vax to be even questioning the COVID vaccine, and now I know I'm gonna get comments like, "Oh, you can't question the vaccine." um, yeah. Uh, Saying do your own research is an excuse, or I don't even know. They just say, they just get really irritated at the notion of do your own research, which I'm not even gonna suggest. God, I don't know. I'm not gonna get into all that or even their counter arguments. I just know that they get really upset when when that's, I actually hear more. I hear more people get mad and reply or not, counter argue. What was it again? Oh yeah, do your own research. That I hear people actually saying do your own research. Um, so doing your own research, it's yeah. The whole notion is if you tell people you can't question something, they're only going to question it even more. Alright, now that I rambled for a few minutes, let's just
about
continue.
how
About
you're forced to
how
get
forced to get
vaccinated if you want to go to
vaccinated.
public places like the gym, and he was essentially
For
arguing that
places like,
everybody should be able to do whatever the hell they want.
well, is he
So,
wrong?
in typical
Maybe
fashion,
he's
we're going
wrong.
to review these videos, and I'm going to explain in detail why Greg Doucette is wrong.
Typical fashion, so I guess that means vegan gains isn't really gonna change all that much. Yeah.
Wrong about everything, and he doesn't know what he's talking about.
And it has
So you
begun
say,
starting on Monday, Good
Pigman,
Life. You have to have proof of double vax to be able to train.
double
So
vax,
that's right. So if you don't have two vaccines,
two
you're not allowed to
vaccines,
work out
kind of like two
and
masks.
try to get healthy, to
Try to
lose
get
weight,
healthy.
and do which.
Hang on, I just want to say, Vegan Gains is a health expert, right? Or Vegan Gains knows a, because he would, yeah. I know that aside from the whole animal holocaust argument, Vegan Gains likes to point out how unhealthy meat is and how you could still be healthy. Yeah, not that much. I just know that if anything, Vegan Gains should uh be more willing to push people to exercise instead of just getting the vaccine. I don't know. So yeah,
Could
let's just
arguably
continue.
be the best thing you
The
could do to try
best
to not
thing.
get, that thing. And that's to not be obese, to
Not
be
be
healthy
obese.
and fit.
Okay, so the problem
What?
here, Greg, is that you're not looking at this issue from the right
What do you
angle.
mean?
This
What
isn't
right
a
angle?
discussion about the benefits of exercise. This is a
No,
discussion
it entirely is the benefits of exercise because obesity is one of the leading causes of comorbidity among COVID. Because it's mostly if you're fat or you're old, if you're obese or if you're close to the age of dying anyway, that you're more likely from this. So the health experts should have advised to lose weight if they really wanted to help people. Because for over a year it's been wear a mask, and it's only been wear a mask. They didn't advise to wash your hands. The 6 feet apart thing wasn't as prominent as the masks, and you certainly didn't hear them advising to lose weight. So I would say that it is about the benefits of exercise.
about
So
the
what is it
benefits of
about?
the vaccine. The vaccine
What benefits of the vaccine? The vaccine, what does it do?
allows you to
Allows
generate immunity. You
generate
produce
immunity,
antibodies after getting the vaccine,
or natural immunity.
which not only prevents you from, actually getting infected in the first place, it
So
prevents you
it's,
from being hospitalized, getting severely
well,
ill, possibly dying,
possibly.
and it also prevents the spread of the virus. It also
There have been people who got the vaccine and subsequently got the virus. Chris Rock, 6 Texas Democrats, one of the White House staff got COVID, even though they were vaccinated. There was, God, I can't remember. There was a dancer. I don't remember her name. I just know that she got the vaccine and she subsequently got COVID. So it's not gonna prevent you from getting COVID. And if you have COVID and you're vaccinated, doesn't that mean that you could still get the vaccine? Or, I mean, you could still pass it. God, I can't talk. Uh, yeah, it doesn't. It's. I don't think. I don't know. I'm not saying don't get vaccinated, YouTube or Susan or whatever bot is listening to this. I'm just saying that. I'm just. I'm not an anti vaxxer. Uh, I'm not an anti vaxxer by the liberal definition, or the. Actually, I would be an anti vaxxer by the liberal definition. Um, Still, though, I'm not. um, I'm just saying that these are possibilities. Possibilities of what I'm saying, that there are alternatives. Because I was advised that you need to think of, or you need to provide hypotheses for an alternative. Yeah, you need to provide hypothesis in case of a margin of error. And the margin of error happens to be getting COVID even though you're vaccinated, which is not uncommon, and it's definitely far more common than liberals would even pretend to notice or not notice. God, I don't even know what I'm saying. Uh, um, sorry, I'm just giving some advice. Uh, um, yeah. So I hope everyone in chat is also doing well. I don't know if you guys, yeah, I don't know what you think of the video so far, or um, I don't know if I have any scientists as audience, whether they're watching this now or in the future. uh, uh, you can uh, live more watch hours. Sorry. All right, let's continue.
Prevents you from spreading the
Reggie
virus to
Punch.
other people, which could make
In
other
theory,
people sick and die. Exercise does not do that, and
it does. It definitely does, because obesity is the comorbidity, and exercise is one way to stay in shape.
in fact, because you're in close proximity to other people, breathing and sweating, if you
Well,
have a large group of people in a gym that are unvaccinated, that's only going to increase the spread and make more people sick.
that's fearmonger. um, well, I mean, it's, I don't know, it's only gonna spread and make more people sick. Because if they're in the gym in the first place, they're getting in shape, which is also preventable from getting the disease. I mean, the whole. I'm pretty sure, or yeah, I would think that gyms also advise to uh, require the mandates. The 6 feet apart thing, and the washing your hands, and obviously you could enter the gym wearing a mask, and you'd have to leave the gym also wearing a mask, right?
So, Greg, this is like you arguing that, oh, I shouldn't have to wash my hands when I go to the bathroom
Well,
because, I'm in really good shape. I exercise, I eat
no,
healthy.
that's not the same thing.
Okay, well, that's great.
That is not the same thing, because washing your hands, it's just actual common sense, whereas the vaccine is too new, it's been rushed. Yeah, so I wouldn't
there's
compare the
plenty of
two.
benefits to exercising, being healthy.
Yes.
You may have a lower chance of getting severely ill if you're in shape. We know that for sure.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean you shouldn't wash your hands. That doesn't make
Oh, he's still using the washing your hands
these
comparison.
two things have separate benefits.
Separate.
So why wouldn't you do both?
No. They're not the same, though. You can't just compare something that's common sense to, oh, and I'm gonna get an ad. So I'm just gonna stop screen sharing this for now. What? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Skip ads, skip ads, skip ads. Alright, now let's play this again. So I have to share screen again. Sucks. Here it is. There we go.
So why wouldn't you do both? Why wouldn't you
Because it's not the same thing.
exercise, eat healthy, and wash your hands? Why wouldn't you
Because
exercise, eat healthy, and get vaccinated? It doesn't make sense. And there's other.
It does make sense because they're not the same thing. Because washing your hands is. We all know that that's preventable from disease. You know, washing your hands, the soap, the hand sanitizer, all that kills bacteria. Whereas getting the vaccine, you could still get the disease after. Because if everyone washes their hands, that's definitely a lot more guaranteed to prevent from the spread than to get the vaccine. And subsequently, you know, still get the
practical issues with this. Like,
practical
Greg,
issues.
use some
That's
common sense.
exactly what
If somebody is
common sense.
overweight,
That's what I was just saying. That washing hands is common sense.
Healthy shape.
Alright.
They're going to become healthy, fit, and in shape within a matter of weeks of joining a gym.
Right.
But
it's a start.
They will develop immunity to COVID within weeks of taking the vaccine. So again, the hand washing analogy. You can do both. You can wash your hands and exercise. Like, why would you?
Well, yeah, you can do both. It's just not guaranteed to be the same, I guess.
Be against washing your hands just because somebody is, working out and going to the gym? Why would you be against somebody getting a vaccine just because they're exercising? It doesn't make any sense. What makes more sense to you, Greg? Forcing people to get the vaccine if they want to go to crowded places and expose themselves and expose other people to a virus, or letting a bunch of fit, unhealthy people who are prone to getting COVID, who have no immunity, getting the virus, spreading it to more people, and possibly causing far more illnesses, far more deaths. It doesn't make any sense. Like, Greg, I've had family members now that have died because they didn't.
This is one of Vegan Game's tactics, is that he uses himself or someone he knows as an argument. This has actually gone on for years, because I remember in one of his video responses to Paul Joseph Watson, the Soy Boy video, Vegan Games using himself as an argument, and in the John Meadows case, he used himself as an argument again, and it was a much darker story, and in this case, it's his own family. So
get vaccinated. My aunt, my dad's sister.
I didn't think I'd hear that in a Vegan Games video. I never thought he'd censor himself.
She was only 43. She didn't get vaccinated. She was actually in good health. She wasn't overweight, and she died because she didn't get vaccinated.
You don't know that. You don't know if she didn't, or you don't know that she died from not getting the vaccine.
Like, do you think she would have benefited from going to the gym? Or do you think she would have benefited from getting the vaccine? It doesn't make sense. The gym doesn't give you immunity to COVID.
It doesn't give you immunity to COVID. It helps you stay in shape. Because, look, the thing is, we all know that going to the gym, you're not going to be fit right away. It's going to take a while. Certainly going to take a while. That's my whole argument, is that it's a start. It's a start, so yeah. It's a start so that 6 months down the line, you could be in shape and be at less of a risk than if you're the weight you are
The
now,
vaccine
only
does.
if you're
So
obese or
wash
something.
your hands when you go to the bathroom
Oh, he's still
and get the
talking about
vaccine if
washing
you
your
want to go out in
hands.
these public spaces.
I figure out this whole
Oh, and
passport
now we're
thing. You have to have a passport to go to the gym. And I'm thinking, okay, I have a
back to
double
the Greg
vax,
Doucette
and I don't care if
double
the person
vax.
next to me is vaxxed or not. I don't care. Just like when I go to the gym, if
I
somebody has
am
AIDS or
curious to see
chlamydia,
the
I don't
comments
care.
on these.
They're over there. I have a vaccine. They don't. I don't care. Shouldn't you have the right
Visit the
to choose if
COVID-19
you get this
Information
shot or
Center
not?
for Vaccine
And who are we
Resources.
protecting? I don't get it. If you don't have the vaccine shot and you don't care, it's your choice. If you
Right.
want to get the vaccine shot, you get it. Well, that's your choice. But if you have the vaccine shot,
He's not wrong.
why does it matter if the person at the restaurant next to you has one or not? How is that affecting us? Just like if I'm on a dating site and if I have no STDs and the other person does, do I need an STD-free passport to get into the bar? Oh, we got to check your passport. Do you have AIDS or not?
Vegan is probably going to call this a
How does
false
that matter? I
analogy or
don't
something.
get it. Can someone explain?
Oh, I just
Wow,
noticed
that
this
was
past
bad.
midnight.
So, Greg, the reason
Yep, I knew he would dismiss the arguments.
you should be concerned that there are unvaccinated people around you is because immunity is not an on-off switch. The vaccines do not offer 100% protection against the virus, and they offer far
Neither does a vaccine.
less protection against the variants that are being spread around. So if you're vaccinated and there are a large portion of people around you that are unvaccinated, that puts you at risk. There are plenty of breakthrough cases where people who are vaccinated, they do end up getting severely ill, and some of them die. So it benefits you, Greg. It benefits you when the people around you are vaccinated. And just think about what you're saying.
Well,
you're literally saying that people should have the right to spread a deadly disease.
That's an actual straw man. He's not saying people have the right to spread a disease. He's saying people shouldn't be forced to take something that's not. Well, I don't know what. I don't know what Greg's argument is exactly, because he said something about a passport, and he compared it to dating and STDs. All right, so what's your analogy?
The analogy you made to AIDS, HIV doesn't make any sense. HIV isn't airborne. If it were...
Well, the hand washing analogy doesn't make sense compared to the other analogy. Oh, I already forgot. Oh, yeah. Getting vaccinated and the hand washing analogy that doesn't make sense. And that's the analogy that you were going for throughout this video so far. Because it's been 6 minutes and you're still saying that.
Airborne, would you not want people to be vaccinated? Do you want people to spread HIV? Like, what are you talking about? Now, I don't
think that's a scribe moment. What are you talking about?
Set is a particularly smart man, but I do think he's smart enough to understand that what he's saying doesn't make any sense. I think the reason he's posting these videos on social media is because he's just venting his frustrations. He feels entitled, and he's getting frustrated that these COVID restrictions are preventing him from doing whatever he wants. So he's just going on social media saying, oh, let everybody do whatever they want. Let everybody be unvaccinated, not wear a mask, not social distance. Let everybody...
Well, he didn't say anything about masks or social distancing. He just said he's against the vaccine mandates and the vaccine mandates only. He hasn't said anything about social distancing or wearing a mask, because I would assume that Greg isn't, I don't think he would be against those, because if he did, then, yeah, you should provide, like, a screenshot or the video footage, as you usually would, I guess. I don't know, am I being into too much? Whatever, let's just continue.
Do whatever they want, so I can do what I want.
There's gonna be an ad again.
Instagram, he's hosting the...
Oops. So I'm gonna skip ads and I'm gonna go back to 10 seconds. Let everybody be unvaccinated, not wearing a mask, not social distance. Let everybody do whatever they want so I can do what I want. Yeah, that's not what he's saying,
he's
though.
hosting these big parties where people aren't social distancing.
Oh, so that's where I spoke too soon, I guess. Well, how do you know they're unvaccinated, though, vegans?
Nobody's wearing a mask, but he just wants to be able to do whatever he...
How do you know they're unvaccinated? What if what if, let's say, half those people took the vaccine? What would you say to them? Yeah, what would you say to them if they did take the vaccine? Is it still not allowed?
He wants because he feels entitled. And my God,
Your
this
God.
is the most entitled person I have ever seen in my life.
How?
So one of the big reasons it's important for everybody to get vaccinated is because it reduces hospital and ICU admissions.
Right.
So
Or,
if
wait,
you
yeah,
have a
I do hear that a lot. The reduction of, well, I'm just, yeah, because I hear that a lot, is that it's supposed to reduce the hospital visits. It's, I don't know, because I already said that you can still get severely ill even though you're vaccinated. I'm just wondering, what if you're unvaccinated and you're still, self-quarantining, or you're still wearing a mask and keeping your distance? Actually, that is a good question for vegan gains. Can or should you still wear a mask if you're vaccinated? Because right now it's just
people
about the
who are
vaccine.
unvaccinated, a lot of those people are going to get severely ill, they're going to need to be hospitalized, and they're going to end up filling up the ICU. That means hospitals aren't going to have the resources to treat other patients. If you have a like leg surgery, or if you need cancer treatment, you're not going to get it because the hospital is filled to absolute capacity, and they have to prioritize more severe cases. Now,
well, how do you know that's not as severe?
This has happened to Greg. Greg has actually made a post on Instagram.
Please note please be advised, we have reviewed the updated patient information you provided based on our review, and according to the prioritization criteria, the patient's prioritization status has not been changed. Please note the pandemic has resulted in significant restriction of ambulatory care services within NSHA facilities and is impacting our ability to manage referrals in a timely manner. Level 2 target encounter in 2 weeks. Level 3 target encounter in 2 month. Level 4 target encounter in 4 months. Level 5 target encounter in 8 months. Level 6 target encounter in a year.
Complaining that hospitals and ICUs are filled to the brim, they're at maximum capacity, and they don't have the resources to treat Greg Doucette for his problems. Now, what does Greg Doucette do? Does he go on social media saying, "Hey, everybody get vaccinated. ICUs are filled up. This is why it's important to get vaccinated, because people with other medical conditions can't get treated"? No. Greg says on his social media that this is a problem with socialized healthcare.
Well, is he wrong? And if he is, how is he wrong? Because I know that Vegan Gains is... Yeah, I know that even though Vegan Gains is more interested in the vaccine arguments, he doesn't really seem to... What do you say?
Greg feels that because he's richer than everyone else, because he's a millionaire, he should be prioritized in the healthcare system, and all these poor people who aren't getting vaccinated, who are getting sick, should be left out on the street to die. And rich Greg Doucette here, riding around in $100,000 Lamborghinis and Mercedes vehicles, should be the only one who can get healthcare. Greg, you are the embodiment of entitlement and hypocrisy. You made a video complaining about me, claiming that I should get canceled because I made a bunch of insensitive jokes about somebody who died. But here you are going on social media claiming, "Oh yeah, you don't have to get vaccinated, it's your choice." knowing that this type of mentality leads to people not getting vaccinated, getting severely ill, getting hospitalized.
Well, if shows that tell liberal on Twitter, they would brag about their COVID status or their vaccination status. So it's not going to advise people not to get the vaccine, especially since it's already a popular opinion to get the vaccine, and saying that you're not getting the vaccine is unpopular. So I can't even pull the Kamala Harris said she's not taking the vaccine because Vegan Gains is against the left. He's anti SJW, I guess, because he did those videos. He did those series of videos in 2016 of anti SJW, and he would, yeah, he still called people social justice warriors, Black Lives Matter activists in, yeah, even earlier in 2021, when he was doing that live stream response to D'Angelo Wallace. So, yeah, I wouldn't be able to use the Harris said she's not taking the vaccine.
And dying. And when that comes around and ends up affecting you and inconveniencing you, what you say is, you poor people, get the out of the whole system, go out and die on the street. I'm rich. I'm a millionaire. I'm a big YouTuber.
No,
I'm the only one who should be able to get healthcare. You're fucking sick. You claim that I'm the one who's like mentally ill, lacking in morals? You're encouraging people to get sick and die, spread a deadly disease, and then when it comes around and ends up affecting you negatively, again, like an old hypocrite and tell all the poor subhumans that you're the only one who matters.
So I'm reading comments about the vaccine shot, whether or not you should do it, why you should wear a mask, why you should be forced to get the shot or not. And
would it be okay if the government forced us to exercise or eat healthy in order to free up more hospital beds? That is a good question.
You have to stop that.
If eating healthy and exercising is the best, yet hardest pill to swallow for most people, does that necessarily
diabetes
mean that
and cardiovascular disease, heart attacks and stuff, that's using up a lot of hospital beds. Now, would it be okay, and I'm asking, I'm not saying they should, would it be okay if the government said you have to do 150 minutes of cardiovascular exercise a week, and you need to eat healthy,
I mean, he's not wrong.
to try to lose weight and be healthy so that there's less people in the hospital.
Fewer people.
And what if the government forced you to get my freaking cookbook? Would that be fair?
Health and fitness.
I mean, I'm arguing, I don't think you can force someone to have to eat from my cookbook. Maybe is that the solution?
So again, Greg Doucette is just reiterating his same bad arguments. This isn't a discussion about the benefits of diet and exercise. This is a discussion about the benefits of being...
Well, the thing is, it should be... it should also be about diet and exercise, because the thing that I noticed about Vegan Gains in this video is that he only wants to tackle one variable, which is the vaccine, instead of talking about other possibilities that would prevent you from getting disease and especially spreading it. Because he only wants to talk about the vaccine, I should say. Because that's the other thing, is that earlier in this video, Vegan Gains said, he compared getting the vaccine to washing your hands. And he said that you can do both, or that you should do both. So, when it comes to the diet and exercise, why can't it include that too? Yeah, so that's basically my question of Vegan Gains.
Being vaccinated. The vaccine allows you to produce immunity, produce antibodies. It prevents you from getting infected in the first place, and it also prevents transmission and getting other people sick.
I'm only saying that
diet and exercise doesn't do that. That's like saying, oh, I shouldn't have to wash my hands because I lift weights.
Well, yeah, Vegan Gains, he's continuing to use the hand washing analogy. So yeah, I don't understand that, because he's saying that um, saying that you can't wash your hands. He's saying that I don't have to get the vaccine. It's like saying I don't have to wash my hands. Why? Yeah, why is he so, God, I don't even know how to describe it. Why is he so insistent on removing the variable of health and exercise when that's what Vegan Gains' channel is all about? I don't know, it's just that for someone who's a vegan who who exercises and goes to the gym every day and all of that stuff, why would this not be important to?
It doesn't make any sense. And then Greg
Yeah, that's what I'm
made
saying
this
about vegan gains now.
ridiculous
It doesn't
analogy
make
saying,
sense.
oh, well, if you
It's not
believe you should be
ridiculous.
forced to be vaccinated, should you also be forced to diet and exercise?
No, that is
No,
legitimate.
because
That's
being
actually
overweight
legitimate.
doesn't affect anyone
It
else. Being
it
overweight is
affects
not a
you.
transmissible disease that could kill.
It's comorbidity. Uh, Being overweight means that you're more likely to get the disease. So that's the thing that Greg is trying to say,
Anybody other than you.
other than yourself.
Whereas COVID
Whereas,
is. COVID transmissible. You can give it to somebody
so
else, make them severely ill, and kill them. So, Greg, think about what you're for a second. You are
no,
literally
vegan gains
arguing
isn't
that
thinking
you should
about what
have a
he's
right
saying.
to spread a deadly disease and make people ill and possibly kill them. You know
That's
that is
not what he's
ridiculous. You
saying.
know that doesn't make any sense, which is why you
Well, I
haven't
know
talked
this
about
doesn't
this
make
on your
sense.
YouTube channel.
Vegan
You've
gains.
only posted these ridiculous claims on Instagram where you
I
have far less
Yeah, I actually don't know why he went over to Instagram instead of YouTube, where you have far,
reach. I know for sure you're
for
not going to do a response to this because what the hell could you possibly say? And
well,
if I
he only intended on doing that one video response just because I don't know, Greg isn't really that. Uh, he's not much into the drama between you and himself. Uh, I don't know. I don't know why he didn't post this on YouTube. I wonder what the responses would have been, or if the interactions would have been the same. Basically, I don't even know. I'll have to check his own Instagram. Speaking of Instagram, actually, this community, the Lords of the Night community, Mini to the Zoo, um, none of them really talk about Instagram. They just promote their Twitters and Discord.
offered to debate you or have a discussion on this topic, I
Um,
definitely know you're going to refuse and just try to ignore me. So, Greg, you know you are wrong. You are smart enough to know that what you are saying is
it's not
ridiculous, but you're saying it anyway because you are a self-entitled hypocrite. And that's all I
self-entitled.
have to say today. Be sure to leave a comment down below telling me
So
what
that's
you
basically the end
think.
of the
I'm sure the
video.
comment section will be terrible because I was talking about vaccines. Be sure to check out the links in the
I'm sure it'll be
description. I have
terrible.
links where you can
It's
get
funny because I was
discounts off
gonna
of vegan cat and
talk
dog
about
food and
the
other vegan-friendly pet
comments
accessories.
anyway.
I also have links to my OnlyFans
Uh,
and online coaching there. And as
so
always,
yeah.
keep making those vegan and vaccine gains.
Oh, that was terrible. We get a vaccine gains. All right, let's get to the comments. So I already said that there's it's ratioed basically that there's 1,262 likes or dislikes compared to 1,004 likes. So yeah, let's take a look at some of the comments. I don't know why we're still arguing about this. I died. I don't know why we're still arguing about this. I died of COVID back in 2019. um, Greg's heart disease analogy made zero sense. If somebody's unhealthy and gets unhealthy, that their fault. Someone getting COVID isn't your fault necessarily. Man, I already disagreed. This is the most recent video I've seen. Most spot video I've seen regarding the COVID from the fitness community. There's a fitness community has different opinions on COVID and the vaccines. Massive Richard, Never had a lot of respect for Greg. I have none now. Thoughts on Squid Game. Greg should lay off the animal products if he's so concerned about cancers. Plant-based diets, lower risk. Absolute awesome video. Literally does not do that though. Something about root beer floats even after getting the shot. Yeah, doesn't happen. Greg made a good point. Basically, my medicine doesn't work unless you take yours. Has he made all the money from his YouTube channel? Why doesn't he have an amazing home gym so he can work out until the COVID restrictions are over? Non-issue. I completely agree. Rip aunt gains. The LD ratio, for example, the truth hurts. I guess the part of 3% of the time Coach Greg is wrong. Canada, both doses of vaccine online. Working on your house, taking steroids is the opposite of being healthy. Yeah, because of the transit, you're just substantially less likely to. I think it's 4 times less likely. So yeah, this is basically the comment section. Nice anecdotes, Richard. I was trying to say that it's anecdote, therefore chunk. I'm a Greg Doucette fan. Don't usually like your videos. It's a good video. The poor dislike ratio is unwarranted. Yeah, so a lot of people actually are agreeing. Oh no, that was a perfect summary of this topic, which is it allows you to generate immunity and prevents you from getting infected in the first place or expose other people to the virus. Well, you're always something to your sick. Greg is right. Greg is delusional. I hate Doucette. Used to be entertaining, loved your skits. That was just rubbish. So tilted from Greggy Boy. Vaccine has definitely decreased the number of deadly severe COVID cases. Can't tell. Right on the fence for views. This history. A great response is kind of hard to defend. Shouldn't be that hard. I mean, I didn't. I'm an idiot, and I probably didn't provide that many good arguments. I don't know. So yeah, that's funny that this one guy's spamming. Vaccines are deadly poisons that are no longer contagious diseases. So yeah, that's basically all that I had to show. Yeah, that's basically on here. Anti-vax fitness. You're wrong on 2 counts. The vaccine helps create immunity, not prevent us from getting infected. Yeah, so that's basically all I had to show. Thanks everyone for watching. And I will see you on the next stream. Whatever that is. Actually, I might read the article after this. Vegan Gains is